£15. That's a pound sign, not a dollar sign. And it's Fallout 3. This was worth every bloody penny. I should have bought this new. No, I shouldn't. But if I would have bought this new, it still would have been well worth every penny. I'm still playing this. There's so many trophies, so many quests. It's a massive post-apocalyptic RPG. Graphics, 4. It looks like shit, alright? It just does. Pixel-wise, it looks, resolution-wise, looks a bit crap, but it's so big that it's kind of like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. It looks like utter buttercream shit, but you don't care. You don't really give much of a damn. Art style, I'd probably say about 5 or 6. Kind of repetitive, but it works. Gameplay, I don't know what it is about this game. Gameplay, the actual mechanics of walking around and stuff in first person, very, very good. You can customize your own you can make your own custom weapons once you have the schematics. You can go on quests. It's hours and hours and hours. I think you about 15 to 20, 25 hours to do the story. But there's over 100 hours of quests. That's just quests, not exploring or whatever. 100 hours of stuff. The wasteland is effing massive. It's huge. I've not even. In fact, you know what? I would recommend once you've done this, go through and do the do what you want. Obviously, you're not going to listen to me. But once you've done the story, or this is certainly what I did. I did the story. I was like, okay, fine, that's an ending. Okay. And then I went through and I'm like, I'm not going to play this story because I want to see what's out there. Because, you know, you get to the end and you're looking at your map and you're like, okay, I have done like this whole thing is the map, alright, and I've uncovered this much. And I'm like, that took 20 hours and you've got all this to do. People, voice acting, 9. It's the same voices recast, but there's like thousands and thousands and thousands of characters, so they're not going to hire thousands of people. Voice acting, it's really good. That is what makes this a convincing world, is the voice acting. If the voice acting was crap, then you wouldn't believe it, but the voice acting is so good and it really makes the game. Gameplay, 10 out of 10. It's one of the best RPGs I have ever played, and I played quite a few, but it's one of the best RPGs I've ever played. Replayability, 10. I've never known anything with this much replayability ever. It's so good. Graphics and sound, 5 or 6 altogether. No one cares. It's not why you play an RPG for graphics and sound. Really, it's not. That's why you play a racing game or something like that. It's just so deep and so good, and I would recommend playing them very easy when you start off with, because there's a level cap. Spoiler a bit. There's a level cap for your character, and there are perfect character guides, but try and do it on your own and try and make sense of everything, because there's a bit of a tutorial, but it pretty much goes, okay, here's the world, make sense of the world. And it takes a while, it takes ages because there's so much to learn, but that's fun. I'm like, I didn't know that you could like pay people to repair your equipment and it increases firepower. I didn't know that, and it was really good to find that out. Buy this game, it will sit in your PS3 for months and months and months and months and months. I don't go in it in like 12-hour crazy anal nerd bursts in a row. I will go on it for about an hour or two, and then I'll put it aside, and then a couple of days later I'll do an hour or two, and it's so good. And there's a whole karma thing, so you really, the choices you make in the dialogue trees determines what happens, and there's little percentages saying, oh, you have 53% chance to influence this person, and you might get them to give you something, and if it doesn't, they might go, well, why should I give it you? It's so good. It's really, really, really good. Best RPG. It's amazing. It really is. Blew my balls off. All right. Seriously, check it out. It's 15 quid. Don't rent it, because I don't rent things anyway because it's a bit shite. But just buy it. It's 15 quid for over 100 hours. Come on. And it's really well done. Alright, anyway. This review is starting to take its toll on my voice. And I have half an eaten sandwich staring at me. Like, you've got to eat me because I'm really nice and made of ham and bread. Sandwich. Anyway, take care.